Children, in the last class we started our lesson, that is lesson number 6, measurement and motion. So we completed the introductory part. Now we will continue our lesson. So in the last class we read about the physical quantity. Yes, what do you mean by physical quantity, children? Quantity means amount. The quantity which is being measured. The quantity which is being measured is called as physical quantity. Basically, we have three types of physical quantities. The first physical quantity that we are going to use in our daily life is your length, your weight, and the time. Yes, so these are the three physical quantities that we are going to use. The length is measured in terms of meter. The weight is measured in terms of kilogram. The time is measured in terms of second. Now, these are the standard units. These are the standard units of the physical quantities. Now, we learnt in the last class the hand span. Hand span is called as the non-standard unit. Why it is called non-standard? Non-standard means it is going on changing from one person to another person. So it is called as the non-standard unit. Or we can also use the footstep. This is also called as the non-standard unit. These two non-standard units, they do not give the clear idea of they do not give the clear idea of the measurement. Okay. And these measurements go on changing from person to person. So what we have done, we have stopped using this non-standard units. We stopped using the hand span and the footsteps. So now we started using the standard unit. We started using the standard unit of measurements. Okay, and these standard units is being used and accepted by whole world, and we call it as international standard unit. Yes, what is international standard units? Are the units which are being used and accepted by whole world, and in short we call them as SI. The full form of SI is International Standard Unit. Okay, and these are the SI units of length, weight, and time. These are the standard units. For the length we use meter. For the weight, the standard unit is kilogram, and for the time the standard unit is second. Now, so I think everyone understood what is international standard unit. International standard, again I am repeating, children. International standard unit are the units which are being used and accepted by the whole world, and these are the SI units. In short we call them as SI. SI units of length, SI unit of weight, and SI unit of time, meter, kilogram, and second. Now we also use for the length we use the centimeter. We are going to use the kilometer also as the units, and for the weight we also use it in the form of gram, and for the time we use the units as hours and also the minutes. Yes, so from this we can define the measurement. What is measurement? A measurement is basically a process of comparison, a process of comparison of some unknown quantity with some known quantity. Yes. Now a measurement is basically a process of comparison of some unknown quantity with some known quantity. Now for example, here, okay, we can write the example here itself. For example, 2 kg. We just bring 2 kgs of apple from the market. Now here the kg is the known quantity and 2 is the unknown quantity. It is also called as the variable. So it differs. So it is unknown quantity and this is the known quantity. So in this way we can measure the physical quantity. Now we'll move on to our next topic, the direct measurement of length. How we are going to measure the length? How can we measure the length, children? Yes. So to measure the length, we use different types of we measure different types of length in our daily life. So to measure this length, we use, now we need to measure suppose we need to measure the length of the table in our room and the length of the playground and the length of a pencil or length of a crayons. So we are using we are using the meter scale. I think everyone are having the meter scale in your pencil box, children. This is the meter scale which is a small one. Yes, here you can observe the readings. When you have taken the meter scale to measure the length of the pencil or the crayons, you should not use the broken scale. Okay, it should not be broken. The scale should not be broken. Here you can see the readings. It starts from 0 and it ends to 15. So this scale, the measurement is 15 centimeters. 15 centimeters. We get the different types of scales. Some will be in short, some will be in the long length. Okay, and now when we take up the meter scale, the measurements, it starts, the length of the meter scale, it may start 100 centimeter. Okay, 100 centimeter is also called as 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. So the length of the scale may be 100 centimeter, it may be in the 50 centimeters. We also call it as half a meter. Yes, and the length of the scale, it may be in 30 centimeter. And the last one, the short scale that we are using here in a compass box, we use the 15 centimeter. So to measure the different types of physical quantities, we are using the different types of meter scales. So for example, when we are measuring for measuring the pencil, okay, we use the 15 centimeter length. For using the long pencil, we are using the 30 centimeter length. And for using the length of the table or the length of the, okay, we are using 50 centimeters. And if you want to measure the length of your blackboard, we may use the 100 centimeter. So when you want to stitch a cloth or a uniform, you go to the tailor. So you'll be having a meter scale length of 100 centimeters or 1 meter. Okay, so we will measure the cloth with this meter scale and then he is going to stitch the cloth. So we will use, okay, now these are the lengths used for measuring the scale, for the length of the table, for the length of the cloth, and for the length of the pencil or the, okay. Now when we want to, at the same time, we want to measure the, for the playground. Now we want to measure the length of the playground. We can't use the meter scale. So here what we are using, children, we are using the measuring tape. We are using the measuring tape, and the measuring tape, it may be the length may be 10 meters or more. The length of the measuring tape will be 10 meters or more. So then we can use this measuring tape, and we can take the length of the playground. Okay, so now we have to select, these are the meter scale and the measuring tape. These are the instruments. Depending on the length of the item what we are going to measure, we have to choose the type of meter scale and the measuring tape to measure the length of any item or any playground, of any objects. Okay, now we'll move on to the next topic, how to use the scale to measure the length. Now you have to follow some of the rules, children. How to use the scale. Now you are using the scale in your mathematics class. You are using the scale to measure the length. How to use the scale to measure the length. Now for example, what we have to do is, the first rule what we have to keep in our mind is, the first rule is, we have to take the scale, and this scale should not be broken anywhere, or any worn out, any scratches should not be there. Okay, do not use the broken scale or worn out scale. So the first point what you have to keep in your mind is, do not use a broken scale or worn out scale. The second point what you have to keep in your mind is, keep the scale parallel to the line. Now which line you are going to measure, you have to keep it, the scale should be parallel to that line. Parallel means the lines that you have learnt, I think, in your lower classes, the line that never meets. Now there is a line, you have to keep the scale parallel to it. So this is called as parallel line. So you have to keep the scale parallel to that line, which line you are going to measure. The third one is the 0 point. Now you can observe here the 0 point. Here this is the 0 point for the scale. The 0 point should coincide with the starting point. The starting point of the line should coincide with the 0 point of your scale. Now for example, now these are the three rules you have to follow while measuring the length of any line, or okay, that is being given to you. Now the next point is, now what we are going to do is, now I'll draw a line. Yes, I'll mark it as A, B. Now what I am going to do is, I am taking my scale and the 0 point. Now I am not using any broken scale. So the first point is clear. The second point, keep the scale parallel to the line. Now I am taking the scale and I am going to keep it closer and to the parallel to the line. Now The 0 point, the 0 point. Now where is my 0 point, children? Yes, the 0 point should coincide with the point A, and it should coincide with the, okay, yes, it should coincide. We have to keep it parallelly. Press your scale so that you can mark it here. Now here it is. How can I mark it here? This is 4.2. So the measurement what I got it here is 4.2. So the length of the line which I have drawn, it is 4.2 centimeters. Now when I am recording the how many centimeters the line is, what I have to do? The fourth point that you have to keep in your mind is look the recordings vertically, children. Vertically you have to look it to measure the line. To measure the line, you have to look vertically at the top of, vertically means, for example, here when I am measuring here, yes, I have kept it to the 0 point. I have to look vertically. This is my vertical. For this line, this is the this is vertical. So I have to this is vertical, this is sideways. If you look sideways, what happens? You will not get the accurate measurement. So what you have to do? You have to look it vertically. When you look it, this is the vertical point to this, or this is the horizontal line, we can take it. Yes. So this is the vertical point of the line. So when you look it vertically, then I got it as the measurement as 4.2 centimeters. So these are the 4 points. You have to keep it in your mind when you want to draw when you are measuring the length of a given line. So what you have to do, children? Do not use a broken scale or worn out scale. This is also considered for the measuring tape also. The tape that you are using to measure the length of the playground, here also you should not take the broken measuring tape. Yes, you have to keep the measuring. Here you can use, instead of scale, you can take the measuring tape. Keep the measuring tape parallel to the line where you are measuring, and you have to see the 0 point should coincide with the starting point. And the next, what you are recording, look at the recordings vertically to measure the line. So you have to look it vertically so that you will get the correct measurement. Or what happens if we do not look it vertically? What happens, children? The reading will not be accurate. It may be different or it may be incorrect. Okay, 4.2 exactly, we will not get 4.2 exactly if we do not see the recordings vertically. Understood? So these are the points you have to keep it in your mind. Now we'll move on to our activity time. Yes, this is the palm of my child, children. Here you can observe when we are measuring with the hand span. So this is the thumb and this is the little finger. The distance between the thumb and the little finger, we call it as 1 hand span. So the size of the palm is, when I compare my palm with my son palm, okay, it will be little smaller. Okay, so these the size, the distance between the thumb and the little finger is considered as 1 hand span. So the hand span may vary from one person to another person. Now here there is a table. Okay, now I am going to measure my hand, the hand span. Here this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, and I got it as 3.5. Now he is going to measure his hand span. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, and he got it as 4. So from this what we came to know is the hand span from one person to another person, it varies. Yes. Now how to measure the length of a curved line? The length of a curved line. Now this is a curved line, children. How to measure the length of a curved line? We cannot use the meter scale or the measuring tape. So what we have to do is we have to take a thread. Okay. Now at one end of the thread should be tied with a knot. Yes, the knot is tied here. Keep this tied knot at the end of this and mark it as here. Mark it with the mark it and go on keeping the thread on this curved line. Yes, I think everyone have understood. Now what you have to do is here at the tip of this curved line you have to take a marker and mark it at this end. Yes, here mark it at this end. Now what you have to do, you have to take a meter scale. Now we know the ends of the curved line. This is the starting point and this is the end point. So now using the meter scale we can measure the length of the curved line by keeping the meter scale to the end to the point, that is the 0 should coincide with the point A, and at the we have to just keep it parallelly, and the end which is at the last, that we have marked here, it is 12.5 centimeters. So we have to see it vertically. You will get the length of the curved line. Now this is the ordinary paper, children. The thickness of this ordinary paper, the thickness of ordinary paper is 1/10 milli. Mm means millimeters. So you have to keep it in your mind. This question will arise in the paper. The thickness of ordinary paper is how much? 1/10 millimeters. Yes. Now this is the measuring tape, children. When we go to the tailor shop, when he want to stitch a dress for you, what he uses? He uses this measuring tape. Here you can observe here, this is the centimeters and this is the inches. Both are given here. At the other side, at the other end, the inches have been given. So how to measure the chest of a person? Now here it starts from 0 point. The end of this point you have to keep it here, and what you have to do is you have to wrap the measuring tape and measure it, and just at this end you just mark it. Here I got it as 63 centimeters. So the size of this boy is 63 centimeters. The chest is 63 centimeters. So this way the chest is being the measuring, it is being measured by the measuring tape. So in this class we studied about the physical quantities, that is the length, weight and time. So in the next class we will move on to the next topic. Okay children, thank you. Bye bye.